Under the blue sky, there stood a magnificent palace called Noor Mahal. The palace was so beautiful that it looked like it was carved from a dream. Moonlight fell softly on its domes, as if the stars had bent down to touch the earth. Around it were white marble walls decorated with golden flower designs. In this palace lived King Sultan Azar and Queen Mehran Begum. They were kind, fair, and caring rulers, but there was one sadness in their lives. They had no child. After many years of prayers and wishes, one night, under a bright full moon, a baby girl was born in the palace. Her first cry filled the palace with joy. The king and queen thanked God and named her Princess Abira Pari. Abira was their only daughter, the heir to the throne, and the light of her parents' eyes. All the servants obeyed her every command. Whatever she asked for was brought to her within moments. From toys to jewelry, everything was made of gold and silver. But nature had given her a face that she could not accept. Her features were not soft, her nose was a little thick, her lips uneven, and there were some marks on her face. When she was a child, everyone comforted her with love, but when she grew older and saw herself clearly in the mirror, she felt deep sadness and anger. One day, she broke the mirror and decided to hide her face forever behind a silk veil. After that, no one in the palace had seen her face. People believed the princess was delicate and shy, but in truth, it was not shyness, it was fear. She feared her own face, which she could not accept herself. One day, in the royal court, the king announced, "Our daughter is now grown up. It is time to find a suitable prince for her." Joy spread through the palace. From neighboring kingdoms, Neelam Nagar, Gulshangar, and Baloristan, many handsome and brave princes came to Noor Mahal. Among them, the most remarkable was Prince Rayyan. He was young and brave, but also kind-hearted. His blue eyes were gentle, and his voice was calm and respectful. When Abira saw him for the first time from behind her silk curtain, her heart beat differently. She wished she were beautiful so that this prince could love her. But at that very moment, she stopped herself. "No, I can never show my face to anyone." Abira had a maid named Bella. She was the most beautiful girl in the palace. Her golden hair shone like the evening sun, her blue eyes were deep like the ocean, and her skin was soft and fair. Bella was not only beautiful, but also kind-hearted and very loyal to the princess. One day, Prince Rayyan said to the king, "I would like to meet my fiancé alone." When Abira heard this, her heart began to shake with fear. "If he sees my face, he will refuse to marry me." In anger and panic, she called Bella and said, "From today, you will go in my place. Wherever Rayyan calls me, you will go instead. You will wear my royal clothes, my veil, and pretend to be the princess." Bella hesitated and said softly, "But, Your Highness, this would be a lie." Abira replied sharply, "This is my order, no arguments." Bella fell silent. Her loyalty forced her to obey. Abira herself dressed Bella in royal blue clothes, silver jewelry, soft pink color on her lips, and golden pins in her hair. She looked like a heavenly fairy. Then Abira placed a silk veil over her face and warned her, "Remember, Bella, if Rayyan insists on seeing your face, only show your hands, never your face." Bella lowered her head and said, "Yes, princess." The royal carriage was prepared. 2 white horses stood in front, and the golden wheels shone brightly. Bella, dressed as the princess, left the palace. Everyone bowed respectfully, thinking she was the real princess. In the middle of the garden, near a fountain, Prince Rayyan was waiting. The sweet smell of jasmine filled the air. When Bella stood before him, Rayan said gently, "Princess, may I have the honor of seeing your face?" Bella nervously replied, "No, Prince. Tradition does not allow it." Rayan smiled and said, "In love, traditions become weak." Slowly, he lifted the veil. Before him was a face as beautiful as a moonlit night. He looked at her in amazement and said, "You look like a fairy from a dream." Bella's lips trembled, but she remained silent. Rayan thought she was shy and in his heart decided, "She will be my life partner." Days passed. With every meeting, Rayan became more impressed with the princess. Bella's soft voice, simple words, and shy manner slowly won his heart. After some time, Rayan discovered the truth. She was not the real princess, but her maid, Bella. However, he did not tell anyone. He knew that the truth would reveal itself at the right time. A few days later, he secretly learned the full truth. He did not feel angry. Instead, a quiet smile appeared on his face. "Truth can never stay hidden. I will tell everyone when the time comes." He did not tell the king, the court, or even Bella. He acted as if nothing had happened. In fact, he made an announcement in the palace. "I wish to marry Princess Abira Pari." Happiness spread through the court. Abira's pride returned. She believed everything was going in her favor. Rayan personally arranged the wedding preparations. Silver lamps were lit in the grand hall. The air was filled with the sweet smell of jasmine and roses. Bella was surprised to see the bridal room being prepared. She did not know that Rayan already knew the truth. But in Rayan's heart, a decision had been made. Abira was not only unhappy with her face, but her heart had also become dark with jealousy. When Rayan found out that Abira had prepared a poisoned drink for Bella, he could no longer stay silent. "Today the truth will come out. Today we will see who is beautiful inside." The wedding day arrived. The palace shone with lights. The royal procession was golden. Blue silk curtains hung everywhere, and silver chandeliers sparkled. Joy filled the air. Bella sat dressed in white, her hands decorated with henna, a veil covering her face. It felt like a dream coming true. Abira walked slowly toward her, hiding anger in her heart and holding the poisoned drink. "Drink this," she said softly. "It will calm you." Just as Bella lifted the cup to her lips, the door opened loudly. Rayan entered. "Stop, Abira!" In a voice filled with both anger and sadness, he said, "Is this your love? To take the life of an innocent girl?" He paused for a moment, then said firmly, "Abira, I already knew that you were not behind the veil, because a person's heart shows who they truly are, and your heart has become dark with jealousy." The entire court fell silent. Tears began to fall from Abira's eyes. Rayan continued calmly, "You cannot control how you look, but you can always choose to have a beautiful heart. You used an innocent maid. You lied. And now the truth is clear. I cannot marry you. My queen will be the one whose heart is beautiful. Bella." Hearing this, Abira fell to the ground and cried, "Forgive me. I was wrong. I was jealous of both of you." Rayan stepped forward and said gently, "Abira, you do not need punishment. You need to learn." Soon after, happiness filled the palace once again. Rayan and Bella were married in a grand royal ceremony. Abira herself helped Bella get ready as a bride. There was regret in her eyes, but peace in her heart. The sweet smell of jasmine filled the air, and Noor Mahal shone brightly with a new beginning.